Good morning, YouTubers. Well, my morning didn't start off too good. My cheap bastard Goodwill coffee grinder didn't work as well as I expected. In fact, I didn't have it screwed down right, and some grounds blew out of the front here, all over onto the floor. And then the switch crapped out, it only worked intermittently. But I'm gonna have to take it apart and see if I can fix it. Because it looks like 3 screws will get it to come apart. It's got a nice heavy duty steel grinding mechanism in there. I'm gonna get a hold of it down there lower. But that needs more work before I throw it in the garbage. But the luck turned better as I walked the dogs on a sled hill. I found a Frisbee. I found this thing here, which are earbuds. I don't know if they're any good or not. I don't use earbuds. Looks like this person had a little dirt in their ear. Maybe my son knows something, but it's probably all soaked in water damage from the wet snow. I don't know. And that Frisbee I found, that was the last thing I found. That went into the Frisbee golf course. But this Carhartt work hat I should be able to recycle for myself and use. But I don't like tags in my hats, man, because my skin is so soft and sensitive, it's rough. It rubs it. And I reheated this morning's coffee up in the microwave. So we got here the Wyatt Hines Sharp Finger, and he makes these nice plastic cases. And I pop riveted a pocket clip on there, but it clicks nice. I call it my Mighty Mite because it's got surgeon-like scalpel precision point. If you're taking seams out of makes quick work out of that problem. Get a few of them every other one. And you can do a tagectomy fairly quick. You just got to watch you don't go too deep and poke a hole in your shirt or sweater, whatever you're trying to take the tag out of. And I consider that, you know, luck comes in streaks and goes in streaks. And before I walked the dog, another medical bill came in the mail. So I had three medical bills to get out to the post office today. And one of those medical bills was for $81.03 for my hernia surgery. And I played that on the 4-digit New York numbers, 8103, $1 straight and $1 box. What did she do? Did she only put it in for $1? Manual entry. Straight. She put it in straight. She didn't put it in box, I don't think. Oh, well, let me see. 5, 8, 9. I got charged $10. I didn't get my other ticket. I'll have to go back to the station. Anyway, where am I going with this tag here? That's my hunch bet. See how easy that tag comes out? And then if you stretch it, you can get the rest. And also in the park the other day, I found these wild hickory nuts. I think that it says shag. I kind of looked the tree up. It said shagbark tree. And I don't have a nutcracker, and these pliers aren't working. I gotta go to plan B. You gotta be like the A-team, have a plan A, B, and C. Who was that guy? Yul Gibbons was advertising some commercial that said something tastes like wild hickory nuts. We'll apply the super leverage here. Ooh, that worked. This looks like a miniature walnut. Man, where'd that other piece go? I can see why the deer and squirrel leave these things alone. It's a hell of a lot of work to get that out of there. Let me see if, oh, here's the other piece. Wild shagbark hickory nuts are supposed to be sweet. I'll give it a taste test. What's the worst that could happen? Food poisoning? Oh, it's a lot milder than a walnut. I'm impressed. Gotta be some easier way to shell them, man. These things are, I know where the expression tough nut to crack came from. Holy moly. Holy moly cajoli, maybe we'll try it that way. Axis to axis. Somebody out there on YouTube land has to have an easier way of cracking these. I don't think you could survive in the woods trying to eat these without any tools. You need a nut pick to get in there to get the little pieces out. Maybe the Wyatt Hines Scharfinger will do it. Yes, it does. Thank you, Wyatt, for making a great knife. This was made with a cutting board handle. I think it was bamboo. Sweet, sweet little knife. God bless the YouTubers. I gotta feed my dogs. It's past their lunchtime.